Hi everybody, this is Silvio Canto in Dallas, Texas on Friday, February the 8th, and welcome to our video commentary. Well, we've noticed an upswing, if you will, in some of the polls for President Trump. One of the polls that I really like, I'm always very cautious about polls, of course, but one of the ones that I like, and I do tend to follow more often, is what they call the Rasmussen Daily Tracking Poll. This is a poll that is done every single day or Monday through Friday. And they have a very interesting technique in doing their poll. And they've turned out to be pretty reliable over the years. And that's one of the reasons that I like the poll. They also use likely voters, which is another reason to watch this poll. And right now they have President Trump at 50% approval. Now, that's not a territory that President Trump has been in for much of his first 2 years. He's been basically between 45 and 47 and 48. Once in a while, he hits 50, and then he comes down to 48. But anyway, he's at that number, 50, which is not a bad number for a president seeking re-election. It doesn't mean you're going to win 40 states like Reagan did, but you can be re-elected, as President Obama and President Bush showed us, with approvals around 50%. Now, why is this happening? Why is the president's number going up a little bit? I think there's a couple of reasons. Number one, I do think the speech was very effective. I think he hit all the right notes, and I think that it hit a lot of chords around the country. So I think the speech was very effective. On the other hand, I think the Democrats are not being very effective these days. You now have a rush to the left in the Democrat Party. It seems like everyone running for president is telling us how much they're going to raise taxes on the rich. You have all kinds of ideas being put out there that nobody can explain how they're going to pay for them, whether it's Medicare for all, whether it's health care, or this or that. Nobody can explain how they're going to pay it. They can tell you how great it is, but nobody can explain how they're going to pay it. And then, of course, you have all of this green stuff and stuff like that. Again, it all sounds great. It all sounds very interesting, but when you get down to it, it's not something that a lot of people understand how they're going to pay. So the Democrats, it seems to me, are pushing themselves so far to the left that they're giving President Trump a little bit more of the middle, and that's, I think, the reason why his approvals are going up. Now, what's going to happen in 2 years, nobody knows. I think predicting 2 years ahead of time is not a very realistic thing to do. But if you're President Trump right now, you have to like his current position. He seems to be accomplishing two things. Number one, he's keeping his base together. There's no question about that. He's got that 45%, 46% sticking with him, and that's critical when you go into the election. And then at the same time, the Democrats seem to be self-destructing in so many ways, whether it's green energy or high taxes, that they don't seem to be able to explain how they're going to pay for any of this. And that, of course, I think works on President Trump's favor at the moment. Thank you for watching. We have all of these on YouTube, on Twitter, on my blog. And if February the 8th is your birthday, happy birthday. Bye-bye, everybody.